And hello, everybody. Chief Meteorologist Tim Buckley with you here. It is Monday. It is Monday, and yeah, it's doing all right, isn't it? We've seen some snow showers in parts of the area, others not really finding all that much, but kind of a mixed bag of wintry precipitation, better than what we got last week, still not that much of a big deal, but something we'll be keeping an eye on going through the next several hours will be the finish of any snow falling from the sky, and then kind of a transition going towards some black ice concerns toward tomorrow morning. So thanks for being here. Let's kind of pop up the graphics, let you know what's going on. We do keep our weather impact alert through early tomorrow morning because black ice could still be a little bit of an issue. This is a look at Danville, Virginia there. Here's the wider view showing kind of how the storm has been evolving over time, over the last little bit. So scattered snow showers have been with us for a while, but they're starting to kind of be done. And this has had a little different flavor county by county. If we kind of loop this here, this is over just the last 30 minutes. Still seeing some flakes and flurries falling from Reedsville, Rockingham County, Caswell, northern Guilford as well, but it's drying up a little bit in Winston-Salem. Elsewhere, boy, has it been a tough go today in Alamance County to get much of anything. You've been kind of in a dry hole for basically the duration of this event, so that's nothing more than just bad luck over there. Guilford got some good snow action, but very dry air in southern Alamance especially made it so that you didn't get much of anything. Farther south we go, Randolph County mostly has just been rain as expected for today. Same thing for Davidson, really nothing for you. And then down by Charlotte, same idea, just not really much of anything going on. The North Carolina mountains truly have been a winter wonderland, as has Virginia. A lot of Virginia has been getting a lot of snow today. Roanoke really getting a good amount, and same idea as well over in that part of the state. Now, even in the Raleigh area, they're trying to get some snow falling over that way right now. It's just starting to switch over. So it kind of depends on where you are as to what you saw for today. But mostly in the Triad, a lot of us saw some snowflakes falling from the air. Some of you got a coating on the grass. Maybe it lasted, maybe it melted. But that's kind of where we stand. Our northern counties got the most action. Rockingham and Stokes counties, pretty decent here. That's a photo from Dwayne Young up in the Lawsonville community in Stokes County. Again, that's about an inch or so, about an inch up that way. Pretty impressive compared to what we saw elsewhere. Now, one of the concerns that we have going forward through tonight, it doesn't really relate to snow, but it's more along the lines of black ice as a concern. So as the snow showers taper off to flurries and even less than that through this evening, the temperatures will really tumble. We'll be in the 20s by 6 o'clock. And then from there, I expect us to just have a really cold night of weather. So temperatures do get cold pretty quickly overnight tonight, and over tomorrow morning, we should be right around 19 to let's say even 20 degrees. So it's going to be a really cold night. And one of the concerns, as always, when you have these kind of events is, do you get freezing that happenings? So a black ice concern, a freeze concern, that's all there. Low temperatures for tomorrow morning, going to be really cold. And so with that happening and with the road still a little bit wet, a little bit soggy, that's something that will be a problem, or at least could be a problem. So my advice to you would be, use your caution, take it slow on the highways if you're out and about, and even just stepping around the yard, looking on the steps, the decks, the sidewalks, those kind of things. They could be icy. And so just watch for those slick spots because, well, we simply can't rule them out. We're going to keep our weather impact alert going through early tomorrow morning. And the reason being is exactly what I just said. Black ice is something of a concern, basically through about 9 a.m. or so. Otherwise, not going to have any problems of weather throughout the day. It's just going to be cold and dry, but black ice is something that could be happening for our area. And usually that doesn't have a huge impact, but just something you want to be aware of. Let's show you what it looks like elsewhere. So this is going to be up in the North Carolina mountains. Look at Boone. They're having a real day up there. Boone is having a moment today, to be sure. It's beautiful, beautiful for sure, but it's a little messy. You can see the plows are active and on the roads. One of them is there at the stoplight. This is on King Street, if you know it. The Mass General Store is just to your right. You might be familiar with that. That's Depot and King. right now. So that truck is putting down some salt, clearing the snow away. It looks beautiful up in Boone. Blowing Rock looks really fantastic also. So all of the North Carolina mountains really cashed in pretty nicely with this event. And good thing, because they even kind of missed out on the last one. Here's Blowing Rock currently. Doesn't that look nice? Snow falling, kind of a Hallmark movie kind of a setup there. Several inches fell in the North Carolina mountains. Another view we can share with you, this is just across the border, up in Danville, Virginia, and I'll be honest with you, this kind of looks similar to what I saw at my house in Greensboro. A little bit of a light coating on the grass, but the roads are wet. You can see a little snow on some of the cars, but overall, there's nothing bad about that. The concern is, okay, well, what happens to this puddle later on tonight? Does it turn into a sheet of ice? It's possible. Something you want to watch for. So overnight tonight, that would be your concern. We do still have winter weather advisories to account for that possibility of black ice on the roadways overnight tonight. So where do we go from here? Well, throughout the rest of the week, this colder air is moving in. For this evening, we will dry out. For tomorrow, it's a cold day of weather, and mostly we'll have some sunshine, but it's cold sunshine. It's really not warm. Wednesday will be a little bit warmer, but there's another cold front, and behind that, you guessed it, we will be cooling down yet again. So there will still be cold weather to kind of take us through the rest of the week. For tomorrow, be on the lookout for some slick roads. They're going to be a possibility around the area. Not a sure thing. It's never a sure thing when it comes to black ice. I tend to think black ice gets talked about a little too much, but better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. So that's going to be your tomorrow. After that, we'll work our way through the rest of the week with mostly dry weather. Let's see here. I'm going to work my way to get to my Facebook page, and I wanted to share with you some pretty nice photos and videos. So this is going to be just kind of what you've shared with us. So this is in Rockingham County a little bit earlier. This is in the Ruffin area. So Chris Burleson shared with me that photo. Let me get it back. There we go. I'm too big. I'll take it down. But you can see Chris here. This is up in Ruffin. This was in Mayodan. So Jerry sharing this photo with us says Mayodan was a rain-snow mix mostly, and they got a little bit of a coating. And it kind of depends on where you were, because some areas got a lot, others didn't really get all that much. This is Reedsville, though, from Kimberly, if it lets me share the photo. Looks like I might have stumped it. Sometimes you do a little bit too much clicking, and, well, the photos just don't get to be very nice photos any longer. So apologies for that. But anyway, looking at pretty nice weather the next couple of days. It's going to be some winter chill to go around. You know, Virginia got some of the highest snow amounts with this system. Let's kind of go here and look at some of the reports. So northern Rockingham, this is around Draper, about half an inch from earlier. Near Danville, wow. So Swansonville in Pittsylvania County got about 2 inches. Near Martinsville, about 3 inches in Henry County. Patrick got about 2.5. And up in Carroll County, Virginia, about 5 inches of snow. So really, Virginia, twice in a row now, has been kind of flexing their winter muscles and cashing in where we couldn't really do it. But this storm system is pulling away. There will be dry air that kind of moves in on the backside, and so I wouldn't anticipate all that much beyond what we've already seen. So that kind of what you see is what you get. Be careful, be looking out for black ice on the roadways. That will be a bit of a concern for the morning commute. So take it slow, take it easy, and do your best to see that safely. That's your update for now. We're going to leave you with a little bit of a loop of the graphics. Take care and be safe out there.